Welcome to the Introductions Necessary podcast, a daily introduction to the contributions of women working in STEM fields. Dr. Charlotte Friend was a virologist and cancer researcher whose research helped change the way we think about cancer in humans. Earning her doctorate in 1950 from Yale University, she was already working in the lab at the Sloan Kettering Institute in New York City. It was just 6 years later when she presented her first major discovery at the annual meeting for the American Association for Cancer Research. When she first began looking into animal cancer viruses, most scientists were dismissive of the idea that viruses might be involved in human cancers. By discovering a virus that causes leukemia in mice in 1956, which was named the Friend leukemia virus, she created an important tool for the study of relationships between animal cancers and viruses. The FLV has been so important to modern cancer research, it is the focus of an entire chapter of Oncogenic Viruses, a definitive text on cancer virus research. In 1966, she was the first and only female full professor at the newly formed Mount Sinai School of Medicine, as well as the first director of the Center for Experimental Cell Biology at the school. It was said that her influence helped steer the direction of the new medical school with a balanced emphasis between clinical care and basic scientific research. With two co-authors, Dr. Friend published a second landmark paper in 1971, detailing research on leukemia cells that had been made to take another step in the maturation process to become erythroid cells, which effectively stops their cancer-like multiplication. Friend's erythroleukemia cells became an important tool for research into the regulation and control of cell proliferation and differentiation. This technique has the potential for being a new type of cancer treatment and is still being studied today. During her career, she published over 160 papers, with at least 70 where she was the lone author or with only one co-author. Dr. Friend passed away in 1987 after being diagnosed with lymphoma 5 years previously, a diagnosis she kept to herself to continue her work in the lab. The techniques and characterization studies that she developed helped to set the foundations for the study of retroviruses and would allow for the future isolation of the human immunodeficiency virus. Introductions Necessary is a production of 9 Hour Films. Our music was composed by Kristen Baum. Please visit our website, introductionsnecessary.com, to listen to previous episodes and learn more about the women featured in this program. We would love for you to introduce yourself to us on Patreon. You'll get the latest updates and find out how to support the podcast on patreon.com/9hourfilms. Thank you for listening.